What's poppin', people? Welcome back to Danganronpa. In the past episode, we just had a double murder, and a crazy double murder happened on two different floors of the establishment. In this episode, we're gonna be searching for clues. I don't know where to begin. I guess we'll check the physics lab to start, but I don't know where we begin for searching for clues. There's no bodies. They both got cleared. Oh, I think that's what we're doing. I think we're searching for where the bodies are, right? Toko's still on the floor. Alright, let's see what I can learn from the scene of the crime. Taka's entire body had disappeared, leaving behind nothing but a bloodstain. Another one of these hammers, and it looks like it's made of wood. It's even bigger than the others. Just as Hammer 4. And it's all this... Is this all the work of the suspicious individual? Got to be, right? This is a tarp. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. Nothing worth thinking about too much. When Toko is, Toko, she has a fear of blood. I don't think we have to worry about anyone else dying, so I'll just leave her alone for now. Yeah, no killer's trying to break the rules and get turned into bits. Okay, so... Doesn't appear to be anything out here. That's the security camera up there. What could this body be? This machine obviously has some kind of purpose, but I don't know anything about physics to begin with. Now, part of me thinks that this is going to amount to nothing. This huge thing is just an air purifier. Frankly, that sounds like bullcrap to me. Could be something else. This feels like it's for nothing. I'm not gonna lie. I think the first place we should check is probably the incinerator, right? So maybe we should head down to the trash room. Unless the map's gonna tell me. It's gonna give me some exclamation points. No exclamation points. Yeah, well, let's have a look. So I think I gotta get to the first floor. I can't TP to anything. Okay, well, I guess we're walking. Maybe. Yeah, let's check in here first. I know I just said I want to check the trash room, but the art room also seems suspicious. Anything in the storage room? Rattle, rattle. Huh? The door must be locked. Oh, it's locked now.
Huh?
Where could two dead bodies have disappeared to?
Damn.
We need to search for the bodies that have disappeared. What happens after that? Okay, but are none of you guys concerned that the door is locked? It's a locker, but there's nothing too remarkable about it. It's a Venus statue. Okay, well, that door is locked, so that's definitely suspicious. Should we check the rec room as well? Might as well just check the rooms while we're up here. I don't think it'd be in a random classroom, right? At least I hope not. There's Hammer 3. Snowy's pool table is related to the case. It's a shuffle of magazines, sending these magazines everything to do with the case. Okay, I don't think anything in here. Oh. Hey, Celeste. Makoto. Why are you just staying there? We need to get to the repository. Huh? You mean...
Indeed.
I found them. Ifumi and Taka's bodies have both been hidden in the repository. Yeah, I mean, we found it too. I already told Hina and Sakura. We'll go on ahead. Their bodies were in the repository? Repository? We didn't have a key though. They're locked in there. Are the bodies here somewhere? Yeah, we know. Up ahead is the repository. The doorknob turned. I guess we just checked it and it was locked. They have no choice but to go inside. How did they get it unlocked? So I opened the door, and when I entered, I saw... There they are. So they were moved and hidden away. with a tarp under them. The two bodies that had disappeared were right here. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time. Ding dong, ding dong.
A body has been discovered!
If that's triggering now, then that means this is the first time that 3 or more people have seen a body. So the first one we found was Hifumi, and that was me, Celeste, and Hina, which left Byakuya, Toka, and Sakura to find Taka. But if the announcement didn't go off when they found Taka, no, but it should have gone off when I found Taka, because I would have been the third person. Right?
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
I'm not sure I'm following. I feel like this announcement should have happened already for the second body. And so, here we are.
It's the Monokuma file!
Without further ado, let me give you all the next Monokuma file. I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen. Okay, so he just waited.
What?
It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right.
Stop talking.
Just hand it over already.
Punishment is waiting.
So it's just Monokuma being late. Now, make sure to investigate with all your mental might and prepare for the class trial. I thought I was cooking there for a second. I thought maybe they were going to metagame me or something. Well then, now that we found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit.
What the heck?
Hold on. How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know?
That's terrible.
Dead. Gone forever. They're never coming back. Awful. This is all just too awful. Hina slowly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body.
Who would do this? Why? Why?
Large, wet tears fell from her thighs. The tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this was some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. Unless... hello? He's alive. This wasn't...
He's alive again?
Where am I?
He didn't get brained hard enough.
Cold. So cold. Is winter
Oh
coming?
shit, Hifumi, I need you to lock in. I need you to tell me everything you remember. I'm sorry, it's urgent, big dog.
Wake up! Huh? That's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak. Come on, you gotta wake up! I remember everything.
Good, big dog.
Before I met you all. I met you all.
Huh? His memories are blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us. No, hang on, he might be onto something.
The light.
Hey, stay away from that light for a second, Hifumi. No, you're spitting game right now.
To me.
Don't grab it.
The tail of a comet. Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you?
Yeah, keep him on track.
Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yes.
Yasuhiro.
Hiro.
Is he actually dead now? His eyes closed, and they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. Okay. Now, no matter how many more of Hina's tears splash his face, now I think for the sake of, like, the fact that we have to get it right, otherwise we're all dead, we can't trust that at face value. but it definitely puts a huge suspicion on Yasuhiro. There was no second miracle. Reality set in again. Since this is some stereotypical fantasy world, tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. You said Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Hagakure. That is the only person he could have been referring to.
So in other words...
And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people and even killing Taka and Hifumi, and then going as far as to hide their bodies? A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hiro is?
What is this?
That's true. I can't forgive him. No way can I ever forgive him. To kill 2 of our friends?
That's fine.
Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although, this time it's not all that life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way. It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. What would Kyoko do? Kyoko would still find all the reason, all the evidence to put the story together. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. Yeah, let's still try and put the pieces together though. First, I better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi, Yamada, Kiyotaka. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. Varying sizes of wooden hammers. That's it?
Very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about the weapon, more about what happened than the Monokuma file could anyway. Maybe.
Well,
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko?
perhaps.
Without a doubt. She has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing here?
Monokuma appears!
Don't be rude. I'm here to answer your question. What question?
Yep.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial?
Speaking of which,
Yes.
I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
No.
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, 2 people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Not necessarily. They can profit on it by snitching.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words,
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
So then...
So, are you saying nobody worked together this time either?
hey,
Sorry, can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in the murder.
phew.
Only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing.
So in other words...
Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal.
Well,
Okay. Let me take this opportunity to clarify this whole shebang. In the class trial, what you need to determine is
scream!
the one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it to action. The true blackened? So just one person.
Well now,
That's enough for explainifying. Now it's time to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants. Interesting. The way he talks, he makes it sound like there was an accomplice. So there can only be one blackened. Accomplice wouldn't benefit. Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true then, Kyoko, where are you?
However...
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation.
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue information further.
So,
You know, don't you think you should consider a certain someone a suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. Oh, you're here. I'm offended. Kya. You. When did you... Been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. Anyway, you there. Milk sack swimmer girl.
Huh?
Milk sack?
You've gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you are a silica.
What?
So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time? I have an alibi, you know? She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body.
Yep.
Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me a murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
It's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
So then...
Hina and I can handle it. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure, it'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway. You keep doing that.
It's all clear now.
Then that's that then. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. That's the big clue there. Monokuma file has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright, let's take a look at it again. There's not much information that it gave us, but... The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It's thought they were both killed with a similar weapon. Check the bodies first. Taka, he'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. Found Justice Hammer 4 next to his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there is a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way, there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Interesting. There was blue tarp in the room that Taka died in. I should probably go check that again. Hifumi's big, cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. You'd have to do him like that. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing. Is there an elevator somewhere? How the hell? It's no good. I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh? Wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it, his glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. You remember that? They've been cleaned, but now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that, and why? Hifumi's glasses has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Interesting. There are hammers of all different sizes here hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice Hammers have been designed using these as models? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Spotless hammer has been added to your truth bullets. It's a good find. This dolly doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh? But wait. It wasn't here before. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at that wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that then? Repository dolly has been added to the truth bullet section. Yeah, let's talk to the girlies.
So,
Hey, Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, okay, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together.
but
And we came right to the repository to, you know, look around. But when we got there, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. Yes, it was locked for me too. It was locked? And we came here as soon as the search started. So there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search of the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there. But I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. Interesting. There are many aspects to the incident at this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then...
Would you like my help? Yes. Yeah, let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, myself. We waited for others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. And soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her. Meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo-Justice. It also became clear that this Robo-Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costume assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office... What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving around the top of the stairs. That would get us all moving. Based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the 2nd floor, where we split up and began searching. Then, right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, a strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. That would let someone do something on the 1st and 2nd floor. And then... Nga. Huh? What was that? Came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. At that point, we decided to split up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect up on the 3rd floor. Oh, Makoto's saying this. I was like, no, I didn't. Gotcha. And when we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse, which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell the others what had happened.
However...
But at the same time, we discovered Taka's body in the equipment room, which means Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered right around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. And that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had been killed, right? Then you, me, and Byakuya all headed to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who had just arrived to tell us something was very unusual. Hifumi's body has disappeared. We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was, in fact, gone. Then we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room, giving someone time on the 1st floor again. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? This time, Taka's body had disappeared. So from there, we began our search for both of the missing bodies. And after some time, Celeste told us she found the bodies and we all headed to the repository. Celeste told us that. Yeah, it's always Celeste. And then we rediscovered the 2 bodies that had apparently vanished. Interesting. But how did this door get unlocked? And that brings us up to now.
However...
Looking back, things have certainly been active. If you want to look back at the case again, just let me know. I'm fine anytime. I might come back to you, Sakura. You're a huge help, thank you. Yeah. Do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died, yeah, he said Hiro's name.
So in other words,
Then there's no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kind of dumb. Yeah. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's clues hiding in here somewhere.
what?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about this case? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? Probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? No, I think they wanted us to search this area rather than the rooms that they died in. The other thing that bothers me is, why'd they bother killing 2 people?
What?
That's the other thing too, right? Like, these people are not, with the exception of Toko, they're not serial killers. They don't want to kill their friends. They're doing it because they have to. They wouldn't unnecessarily take someone else's life unless they got caught, I guess, but because all the rule says, if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your #1 priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on, perhaps. I see. So that's what that means. Is everything okay? I told you some information, dog. Don't talk to me as if... Okay, he's back to being insufferable. Huh? What's with that attitude? But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talks as if he had figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? Interesting. Okay, I think we're done here. Through the door... Oh, I missed... What? Oh, how do I bring up transcripts? Oh, that wasn't it. Something... Transcript. I think there's a hotkey for it, but I don't know what it is. There's only one way in and out of this room. So the door that Hino said was locked before. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from inside the repository. It can only be locked from the inside. So someone has a way of getting out in here. I don't see any way to lock it from the art room. The door can only be locked from the inside of the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after starting looking for the missing bodies. And the door is designed so that it can only be locked from inside the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. So that certain someone has to still be in here. Repository. There's gotta be clues around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First the nurse's office, where Hifumi was found, then the equipment room, where Taka was found. So I've clicked on everything that I can click on, with the exception of the TV. Interesting. Let me search this room one more time, too. It's a locker. There's nothing too remarkable about it. That's just paintings, that's just sculptures. There are paintings lining the walls. I don't see anything out of the ordinary about them. Oh, got a coin. Okay. Okay, so let's check the equipment room first. Since we're already here. Keep an eye out for Kyoko at the same time. And Toko. There's some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room, so that's the cart. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There's blood on its tire. Could that be the blood? Could that blood have come from? Probably. Here. which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. Equipment room bloodstain has been added to your truth bullets. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with the dolly, there's no way he could get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. Yeah, it's like he flew. There's gotta be an elevator somewhere then. The weapon that was used to kill Taka, the body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. Both murder weapons were left here. Huh? This tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. And just recently too. Yeah, Taka's laying on it. Can I not inspect the tarp that Taka's laying on? I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event. Yeah. Where else would I seen that tarp? Okay. Let me just check this real quick. Make sure I didn't miss the tarp. Bear with me. No pun intended. Yeah, this is all the same stuff. Okay. So is there a tarp somewhere else? Our only other lead at the moment is the nurse's office, so I guess we'll check that. Where do we have exclamation points? Equipment room. Nurse's office. That's it. Hello, Celeste. Trash can. It's just a normal trash can. Oh wait, there's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glass cleaning cloth. And it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. Oh, but it's also covered in blood. So that's how Hifumi's glasses got cleaned.
Oh.
Ah, did you find something? Yeah, there's a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
Huh?
Cleaning cloth? And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. Glasses cleaning cloth has been added to your truth bullets. Justice Hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. All the weapons were left behind. What's this? Fridge? A refrigerator? I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe just a quick peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in there. For blood transfusions, I guess. Huh. That would help you set up a fake body somewhere. Doesn't help me though, I'm not a vampire. Oh, it doesn't look like it's important at all. It's just for a coin, but that's interesting to know. Are you investigating, Celeste? Not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I am simply going around seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the body was gone. We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in a short amount of time.
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of it, anything as less than impossible. Okay. I'm I'm sure there's a different explanation other than the killer was super strong. So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this a little game of ours very interesting indeed. Should go to Hiro's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet in the dining hall. That's Hiro's handwriting. This is in the note that Hiro wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, that makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation. Goodbye. Yasuhiro's message. Meet in the dining hall. So he said to go to Hiro's room, but what's waiting for me there? Okay. Oh, that's not the right floor. Kyoko, are you around? This is Kyoko's room, but it doesn't have anything to do with the case. Yeah, but she's missing, which kind of has something to do with the case. Yakuya, Sayaka, Junko, Toko, Celeste, Chihiro, Aoi, Sakura, Leon, Yasuhiro. The door is unlocked. I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say to go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. Whoa. He's got all sorts of stuff in his room. This is Hiro's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where'd he even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. Which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? It's a normal bed, pretty much just like the one in my room. I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something. That looks like the costume. And some things made of, it looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster. Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hiro's room? But wait, these blueprints. Something about them bothers me. Have the arms bend like this? Robo Justice blueprints. It seems all very convenient. No. Soundlessly check the bathroom. There's nothing in here. It's pretty grungy though. How does the bathroom even get this dirty? Gross. Is that everything? Okay, so I got blueprints. Makoto, big news, big news. What's wrong? We found Kyoko. What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too, though. Robo Justice? It's Hiro wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. I think Hiro and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. I ran off to the second floor as fast as I could. Hey guys. Kyoko, and...
I mean...
Phew, man, I've had the worst day. Hiro? Interesting. Wait, I want to hear what everyone else has to say first. I am positive that that is the suspicious individual that attacked me. Apparently, that ridiculous object is Hiro. I'd ask Kyoko for the details if I were you. Robo Justice finally made his appearance, huh? I guess Kyoko's the one that found him. Hiro? Yeah, dude. Who else would I be? That's a good question. Huh? What? Why do I look like this? What? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati? Huh?
Right.
I found Hiro. Yeah, that you did, girly. He was jammed into the pool room locker. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean.
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it. Like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Well,
Something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. Bro, it's so mysterious. I can't never mind.
it's nothing.
Never mind.
Hey,
More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? She know people think she might be spying for the mastermind?
and?
First of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean,
Well, I mean, I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep. Don't even know what that happened. Then I woke up, and then I was here. They did say there was over-the-counter medicine in the warehouse. I wonder if that could be sleeping pills. But you'd have to be pretty strong to lug Hiro around. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you. Well, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
you got it all wrong.
I didn't make this stupid freaking thing.
It would seem.
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. You don't really have a choice. Let's help him. It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Phew, free at last. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hiro?
So then,
More to the point, nobody but Hiro would be able to wear that costume. Wait, what? Hold on a sec.
honestly,
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
is that okay?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. Should you get there before Byakuya then? How would you know that? Byakuya said he was only telling me to repay me a favor. I don't think he would have told you, Celeste. It's true, I saw the suit blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it
I guess she
be-
said she was looking for Hiro. She might have gone to his room first. And it's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone
That's terrible.
was Hiro. Shall we tie him up and gag him? You would like that, wouldn't you? Good idea. We won't on killing anyone else. Tie me up? Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking? Blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
Can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake Hiro running around.
What are you saying?
The one and only who can wear that costume. Who else could possibly be the costume attacker? Aren't you supposed to be with Sakura anyway, Hina? How do you know I'm not the only one? Maybe you should try it on yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine, if you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a bit, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Interesting.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hiro could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again.
Ah.
Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's because you're a girl. If it was another guy, then, well, I'm tiny. Go ahead. Oh, okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. So good, the arms are too long. There's no way I could wear this. I'm 5'3", dog. I'm not fitting that. How tall? How tall is Yasuhiro? Yasuhiro is 6 foot. How tall are we? Kyoko is 5'6". I'm 5'3". Hina is 5'3". Toko is 5'4". Sakura is 6'4". Could fit her. Celeste is 5'5". Yeah, it's not fitting any of us. See, I told you it was impossible. You're absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
But
Then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same, but fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim there's another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Hiro's the only one without an alibi during the whole thing anyway.
That's terrible.
Which is how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me? Robo Justice's costume has been added to the truth bullets.
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I've figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed. Taka and Hifumi. What? 2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it. I did not. I don't know if Hiro did it. Seems he's been framed. Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were killed,
How about that?
that's it. I know who did it.
So then,
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting over Alter Ego, right?
I'm at least 30% right.
Which means Alter Ego and / Chihiro must... Okay. Get this guy out of here, dog.
Correct.
I want it to be him. I see. That's unfortunate. Huh? Unfortunate.
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh, so then.
Ah, I know. That note. No. Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. This is why you gotta be self-aware, dog. If you're self-aware that you're the idiot of the group, then you know no one's gonna trust you with that kind of information. The last thing I remember is going to the rec room, then for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
so
No, hold on. You could have been onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that. What? Really? Told you, someone's trying to set me up. Secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be the dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? Yeah, they preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my, pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Oh my god. Yeah, sure.
Please.
You gotta believe me. I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I feel like he's too dumb to get a double murder. I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? For serious? Hiro's account has been added to the bullet section. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, Hiro. No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Is it really to get money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why. Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. You have time to yell and carry on. You have time to search for your evidence, right? Ah, you're right. I need to look for a second suit and that note. Feet, don't fail me now. I guess I better get back to guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko, or Genocide Jack, to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away.
Makoto.
Do you have a second? Huh? I want you to help me with the investigation. It's the words I've been waiting to hear, baby girl.
It would seem
It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have the time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
why is that?
No. To reject me so simply.
Anyway,
I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay, I gave in just like that. I had leverage over her.
shall we go?
Thanks. Now then, shall we?
Hey,
So, Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses? I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey,
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer?
Anyway,
We have to hurry before the class trial begins. Yeah, you're right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now. Okay, I gotta go up a floor. This way. I definitely spun around the long way to get to get up. I also need to check out the rec room again. Check for some secret passages. Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid, but only for a moment.
so then,
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka, and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
Monokuma Files was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. Do I need to inspect these again? Taka was killed by a blow to the head. Oh, this is all the same.
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You did?
Hey,
Remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand? He did?
whew.
Are you so oblivious to people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? Kinda. No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch.
So then,
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? To me, that says that he instinctively guarded his head, which means he wasn't attacked from behind. Most likely broke when he had his encounter with the assailant. If you notice, the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock. Oh. So he would have died first. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6.
that's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey you, how long were you going to keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he started pointing at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for the little boys and girls.
In other words,
So if it worked at 10 p.m. last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m., meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning. Broken wristwatch has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
however,
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appeared to be gripping something. You're right. There's something white in there.
Makoto,
Can you try and pry it out? Me?
because
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited for this kind of manual labor, right? Sakura is right there. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from the tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper?
hey,
Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
is that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
So then,
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he left us a few clues on his own. Scrap of paper. Does it say anything on it? Kiyotaka's lifeless hand was found clutching a small scrap of paper. That's it. Interesting. The biggest problem I have right now is how the killer was able to move. Yeah. Back to the blow to the head. Found his body in the nurse's office. Glasses were covered in blood. Yeah, we read all this. So, did you find anything? More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper.
that's right.
Fumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he hid it on purpose, you see. In his pants? Wait, so you...
Why is that?
It's just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto, open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like, it better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. A note. I found a hole. Maybe we can... Oh, this is the one that... Hiro was talking about. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find us. Can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
so
That sounds very familiar. That's it. It's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling us the truth.
However,
Although it's not exactly the same, is it? It's the weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Malcolm, I can't find out, so don't tell people. Let's meet at the room at 1 a.m. That time, the time is different. Hiro told us his note said to meet him at 1 a.m. This note wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet him at 6 a.m.
is that right?
Hold on. Just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it wasn't meant for him. It was meant for him. Huh?
So...
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. That's the missing corner that Taka had. There's something meaning to a part. There's some meaning to a part of it being ripped. Could you maybe explain it a little bit more? Think carefully.
Hey.
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
So then...
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper he was holding on? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. How would something like that become a scrap of paper?
Hey.
While we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks had nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbook this time, right?
Is that right?
If you don't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of the way to mention it. All I said was that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. They're making a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role? I don't think I understand. If Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. E-handbook has been added to the truth bullets. Is it trial time already? Wait, I want to see this truth bullet. Hang on. Each student has their own e-handbook, which also acts as a card key. The owner's name is displayed each time the handbook is booted up. It is believed that no handbooks were involved in carrying out the murders this time.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin!
Oh, goodness.
Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
It would seem...
It's unfortunate. I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we better get going. Oh, okay. So, for the first trial, I felt like I had a pretty good understanding of what happened. Right? Until... Obviously, there was the twist that Sayaka was the initiator. But I feel like I had a pretty good understanding of Leon being the murderer. Second trial, I had an idea of the twist, but I wasn't sure who did the murder. Reverse of the first trial. This one, I don't feel like I have any information on what the twist is or who the murderer is. I have some suspicion on Celeste, but I'm actually not really confident about this at all. I'm definitely gonna do some review of my truth bullets before we get into the trial, but this one, they might have to walk me through this one a little bit. I don't feel prepared.